Good morning students, welcome to my YouTube channel, myself Dr. Hina. As you all know, I am uploading videos on IIT JAM questions. So today we will discuss some questions on sequence and series. So the first question is, let A1 B1 is equal to 0 and for each n greater than equal to 2, let An and Bn be the real numbers given by An is equal to this and Bn is equal to this. Then which one of the following is true about these sequences An and Bn? First choice is An and Bn both are divergent. Second choice is An is convergent, Bn is divergent. Third is An is divergent, Bn is convergent, D is both are convergent. So this we have to check. Now our An is given as An is sigma m varies from 2 to infinity minus 1 raised to power m divided by log m raised to power m. So let this is equal to xm or mth term is sigma m varies from 2 to infinity minus 1 raised to power m log m raised to power m. Now we have to see that which test we have to apply. Now as powers are there, so we will apply the Cauchy root test. So the Cauchy root test is, what will we do? We will find xm raised to power 1 by m limit m approaches to infinity, which is equal to minus 1 raised to power m limit m approaches to infinity minus 1 raised to power m and n by n goes. So you are left with m raised to power 1 by m divided by log m. Clear? Now we know the result that limit m approaches to infinity, m raised to power 1 by m, this is equal to 1. We know this result. So we will use this result over here. So what will we get? Limit m approaches to infinity 1 by minus 1 by log m, and when we substitute the limit we will get 1 by infinity, which is equal to 0. Now as 0 is less than 1, so by Cauchy root test this series is convergent. This implies sigma an is convergent. Now let us take the next part. Next part is Bn is equal to sigma m varies from 2 to infinity 1 by log m raised to power m. 1 by log m raised to power m. So let us take ym is equal to 1 by log m raised to power m. Now applying Cauchy's root test again. So what you will get, limit m approaches to infinity ym raised to power 1 by m. So which is equal to limit m approaches to infinity 1 by log m. 1 by infinity will give you 0. 0 is less than 1. This implies sigma Bn is convergent. So the answer is series sigma An and series sigma Bn both are convergent. Now the next, let An be a sequence of positive real numbers and the series sigma n varies from 1 to infinity An converges if sigma n varies from 1 to infinity An square is convergent, sigma An divided by 2 raised to power n varies from 1 to infinity is converges. Third is an plus 1 upon an sigma n varies from 1 to infinity converges. And D is sigma n varies from 1 to an upon an plus 1 is converges. You have to choose one choice. Now what is given to us? This series it converges if and one of the series is convergent. Now we know that this series sigma n varies from 1 to infinity an plus 1 upon an, it converges if limit an plus 1 upon an n varies from infinity, this is equal to 0. This is the result. A series is convergent if limit n approaches to infinity an is equal to 0. Now 0, this is less than 1. So by ratio test, this series sigma an n varies from 1 to infinity is convergent. So the option C is correct, right? Next we have an be a sequence given by an maximum of sine n pi by 3 cos n pi by 3 n varies from n is greater than equal to 1, then which of the following statements is or are true about the sequences a 6n minus 1 and a 6n plus 4. So first option is both subsequences are convergent, only one of the subsequence is convergent. Sequence a the series a n or the term a 6n minus 1 is convergent to minus 1 by 2 and a 6n plus 4 converges to 1 by 2. So we have to check one of the options. So if we are getting the value of the subsequence as finite, then it is convergent. So let us see. An is given to us. Then what will be a 6n minus 1? So this will be equal to max of sine 6n minus 1 pi by 3 cos 6n minus 1 pi by 3, or this is equal to maximum sine. So it will be let us take pi by 3 inside the bracket. So 6n into pi by 3, that will give you 2n pi. 2n pi minus pi by 3 and cos 2n pi minus pi by 3. Clear? Now if I take n as 1, what you will get? Sine 2 pi minus pi by 3. 2 pi minus pi by 3 is the fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant sine is negative, so you will get minus of sine pi by 3. And in the fourth quadrant cos is positive, so you will get cos pi by 3. So what we will get? We will get maximum of minus sine pi by 3 cos pi by 3. So this is equal to maximum minus pi by 3. Pi by 3 is root 3 by 2, and pi by 6, pi by 3 cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. So maximum of these two is 1 by 2. So this implies our an plus a 6n minus 1, its value comes out to be 1 by 2, which is finite. So this subsequence is convergent. Now let us take the another value a 6n plus 4. So this is equal to maximum of sine 6n plus 4 pi by 3 cos 6n plus 4 pi by 3. So this is equal to maximum of sine 6n pi by 3. So this will be 2n pi sine 2n pi plus 4 pi by 3 and cos 2n pi plus 4 pi by 3. Now 2n pi plus pi by 3. This is the first quadrant, and in first quadrant sine and cos both are positive. So what you will get? Maximum of sine 4 pi by 3 cos 4 pi by 3. Now you have to solve for pi by 3. So what will we do? We will write this as pi plus pi by 3 and cos of pi plus pi by 3. Now in the second quadrant you know that sine is positive, so you will get sine pi by 3, or this is the third quadrant rather, pi plus pi by 3. This is the third quadrant. In third quadrant sine and cos both are negative, so this will be minus sine pi by 3 and minus cos pi by 3. So what you will get? Maximum of minus sine pi by 3 is minus root 3 by 2, and this is minus 1 by 2. So maximum value will be minus 1 by 2, which is a finite value. So the subsequence a 6n plus 4, this is also convergent. So the answer is both these subsequences a 6n minus 4 minus 1 and a 6n plus 4 are convergent. Next you have let an is equal to bn plus 1, where b1 is 1, b2 is 1 and bn plus 2, this is equal to bn plus 1 then log n approaches to infinity, an is. So you have to find the value of an. You have to find the value of an. Now what is given to us? We are given an. This is equal to a bn plus 1 divided by bn. So let us take limit of an when n approaches to infinity, which is equal to limit bn plus 1 by bn when n approaches to infinity as l. Let us assume this as l. Right. Now what is given to us? an. an is bn plus 1 divided by bn. So what will we find? We will find an plus 1. So an plus 1, this will be bn plus 2 divided by bn plus 1. Right. Now substitute the value of bn plus 1. So bn plus 1, this is equal to bn plus 1 divided by bn plus 1. Now just solve it out. So what you will get? an plus 1 . So you will get an plus 1. This is equal to bn upon bn plus 1 plus 1. So we get an plus 1. This is equal to 1 plus bn upon bn plus 1. Now limit n approaches to infinity, an plus 1. This is equal to limit n approaches to infinity, 1 plus bn divided by bn plus 1. So which is equal to 1 plus limit n approaches to infinity, bn divided by bn plus 1. Now limit n approaches to infinity, an plus 1, this is equal to l, which is equal to 1 plus 1 by n. So solve it. So on solving it, we will get a quadratic, or this is equal to l square minus l minus 1 is equal to 0. So solve it out. You will get l is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square 1 b square minus 4 ac upon 2a. So what you will get? 1 plus minus root 5 divided by 2. Now because an, this is positive for all n belongs to set of natural number, so the answer will be 1 plus root 5 by 2. So this is the correct answer. So thanks to all. If you like this type of videos, please comment in the comment section, and just subscribe the channel, like and share. Thank you.